Hey guys, I am trying this video thing again. It's really exciting. So what we're going to do today is we're going to work through some inverse trig assignments or inverse trig problems that are on the unit circle. So you guys have done inverse trig on using the calculator with the right triangle where you're where it looks something like this and you're missing the angle and you've been given two sides. So something like that. And you're trying to find that angle measure. Well, now we're going to do inverse trig. You've been given the ratio and we're trying to solve for the angle measure on the unit circle. So what this looked like before was cosine of theta equals negative square root 3 over 2. And we're trying to figure out what this theta is. So in order to do that, we have to do inverse cosine of both sides. Inverse cosine and inverse cosine. I can write. And so the inverse cosine and cosine are opposites of each other. So those will undo each other and we'll just be left with theta on this side, like it says up here. So cosine, inverse cosine of negative square root 3 over 2. And what I'm looking for on my unit circle, when I see inverse cosine and I see negative square root 3 over 2, I think that's the x value. Okay, so when is the x value equal to negative square root 3 over 2? So on here, I'm looking at my x values. I'm looking at my x values. Ooh, here's one. Looking at my x values. Ooh, here's another one. So I have two answers. There's two answers for this. So negative square root 3 over 2 and negative square root 3 over 2. So the two angle measures where this would be true, the angle measures would equal 150 and 210. Now, if you notice, solve for the angle measures that fit in the domain 0 to 2 pi. Well, 150 and 210 are not 0 to 2 pi. So the actual angle measures here would be the ones that are in radians. So 5 pi over 6 and 7 pi over 6. So this one would have two answers. Okay? And then for the next one, sine, inverse sine of square root 2 over 2. It's the same thing, only now we're talking about sine. So when I see sine, I should think the y value. And when does the y value equal square root 2 over 2? That's what I'm thinking. So here we come to the unit circle. Here's 1 as I look at the y values. Okay, and here's the y values over here. This is x and this is y. So this one in 45 degrees and 135 degrees. Or, since I asked for it in terms of 0 to 2 pi, it would be pi over 4 and 3 pi over 4. And the last one, so that would be my final answer for that. There'd be two answers. And then tangent. So here I have to think about what's happening with each of these values. What values cause square root 3 to be the answer for this? And that answer is square root 3 over 2 divided by 1/2. Because when we multiply this and find this, square root 3 over 2 times 2 over 1, that would simplify to square root of 3. So I want the plus and minus and the plus and minus of both of these. So this would be y and this would be x. And where that happens is here at 60 degrees. They're both positive and they're both negative. That's the bell. Trying to finish this before the bell rings. So both of them are positive, both of them are negative. So the two angle measures where that's true is pi over 3 and 4 pi over 3. Okay? And now you guys will have a couple of problems to work on your own to try together. Okay? All right, now I'm going to give you guys some time to practice a couple of these types of problems. And so here's the 3 problems that I want you to work. And now you can pause the video to work these out and practice those 3. So pause here for some work time. And then here's your answers. Okay, hopefully you did well on that. Now you'll get your assignment. Okay?